and a very warm welcome. I am Ruchi Sharma. We have got you all the latest news and updates from the blockchain technology world. But first, let's take a look at the headlines. Crypto market flat ahead of FOMC meet outcome. India's central bank to start wholesale CBDC pilot from November 1st. Apollo Global hires Anchorage Digital as crypto custodian. Singapore-based digital marketplace Alta acquires HG Exchange. Fireblocks-Powered crypto custodian RakkaR Digital raises $10 million. White House will host global meetings to tackle menace of ransomware. Revolut adds crypto spending feature to everyday debit cards. Pantera backs Braavos' $10 million raise to simplify crypto wallets on StarkNet. NFT project Art Gobblers rakes in $13 million 2 hours after launch. Hacktober ends with $3 billion in losses year-to-date, PeckShield. Cryptocurrencies were trading flat to positive in Tuesday morning trade as traders wait outcome of FOMC meeting scheduled on November 2nd, where there are expectations of another 75 basis points rate hike. If the Fed hikes interest rate by 75 basis points, it would be the fourth consecutive 75 basis point rate hike. The US unemployment rate for October is also set to be released on November 4th. IC15 index of cryptocurrencies was trading up by 0.8% at 31,098 points. Bitcoin was trading at $20,500 with barely any change in the last 24 hours. Ethereum, the second largest crypto, was trading at $1,580 with no change in the similar time span. On November 1st, India's central bank will launch a pilot wholesale central bank digital currency followed by a retail version within a month. The Reserve Bank of India stated in a statement that the use case for the wholesale digital rupee is the settlement of secondary market transactions in government securities because it would lower transaction cost. 9 prominent banks have been identified for participation in the pilot. These are State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, Union Bank of India, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Yes Bank, IDFC First Bank and HSBC. The RBI stated that a retail version pilot will be launched within a month in select locations in closed user groups comprised of customers and merchants. Earlier this month, the bank released a 50-page concept note for the introduction of a central bank digital currency. According to a press release, Apollo Global Management based in New York has chosen Anchorage Digital as its custodian for crypto assets. Anchorage, the first federally chartered crypto bank in the United States, stated last year that it expects to hold a significant portion of Apollo's digital asset portfolio. Diogo Monica, Anchorage's co-founder and president, said the collaboration with Apollo will set the bar for how institutions work with regulated digital asset banks. Alta, a Singapore-based digital marketplace, has acquired HG Exchange or HGX, a digital securities exchange. The financial details were not disclosed. Alta Exchange will replace HGX as a subsidiary of Alta. According to an email statement, Alta's shareholders include Philips Securities, Nomura Holdings, Integra Partners and Prime Partners. According to the firm, it has generated over $600 million in transactions and given its investors access to over $22 billion in deals. RakkaR Digital, a Singapore-based crypto custodian that uses Fireblocks technology, has raised $10 million in seed funding. According to an announcement, the round was backed by a single investor, SCB 10X, a division of Thailand's oldest bank, Siam Commercial Bank. According to Mukaya Panik, CEO and CIO of SCB 10X, the investment is conditional on RakkaR meeting certain milestones, including the soft and full launch of RakkaR's platform and app. The app will allow users to transact and access digital assets on the go, as well as obtain yield generation services. The White House is hosting an international meeting in Washington this week to address the increasing amount of ransomware attacks globally. The meeting will address other cyber crimes as well as cryptocurrencies that facilitate them, in addition to ransomware attacks. The meeting's goal, according to the White House, is to establish a global standard for addressing these concerns. The agenda includes developing methods to defend against or disrupt these attacks, as well as holding malicious actors accountable. The last point is critical because ransomware perpetrators are frequently harbored by states that are hostile to the global order. This meeting will serve as a formal follow-up to last year's online counter-ransomware initiative. In addition to the 30 countries that attended the inaugural meeting last year, 7 more have joined the ranks. Revolut is adding a crypto spending mode to its debit cards in the UK and Switzerland, enabling customers to switch between crypto and fiat purchases, whether online or offline. Within the Revolut retail app, the new feature can be activated on any existing card. Customers who want to spend their cryptocurrencies with the Revolut card must go to the cards section of the retail app and select one of their existing physical or virtual cards. Then in the app, they must enter the card's setting and change the currency from fiat money to one of the nearly 100 tokens supported by Revolut. Once linked, a crypto-enabled card will process payments using instantly converted tokens. Customers can also order a separate card, either virtual or physical, to be used solely for cryptocurrency payments. Braavos has raised $10 million in funding for the launch of a self-custodial wallet on StarkNet, an Ethereum scaling solution. Pantera Capital is leading the seed round. According to a company release, other investors include Braavos Digital, Crypto.com, Road Capital, Matrixport, and Starkware. The technology available on StarkNet allows Braavos to create smart contract-based wallets. Braavos can bring familiar Web 2 components to self-custodial wallets thanks to smart contract technology. With smart contract technology, features such as a daily withdrawal limit or the ability to delay withdrawing funds from an account are now possible. The NFT-based decentralized art factory Art Gobblers raked in millions of dollars in ETH shortly after starting its mint. Art Gobblers bought in an ETH volume of 7,480 ETH with 925 unique owners and a floor price of 11.25 ETH, amounting to more than $13.4 million according to the NFT data tracker Blur. Art Gobblers was created by Justin Roiland, voice actor for and co-creator of the hit show Rick and Morty and the venture capital firm Paradigm. The project intends to attract more artists onto the platform to increase the attention of collectors, prompting a prominent feedback loop in the ecosystem. October proved to be nothing if not spooky for an ecosystem that saw as many as 44 exploits affect at least 53 protocols, amounting to $627.2 million in total losses. If something of a silver lining, at least $100 million have already been returned to exploited platforms. However, with the end of what some are calling Hacktober, losses in 2022 so far come in at nearly $3 billion, double those of last year, according to security firm PeckShield. Among targeted protocols, the BNB chain executed a hard fork to restore security after an unknown hacker stole $100 million via a vulnerability in the platform's cross-chain bridge. For exploited crypto lender Mango Markets, the answer did not come as simply. Known attacker Avraham Eisenberg claimed actions behind the exploit were legal. Following a community vote, an agreement was struck and Eisenberg walked away with $47 million for his efforts, returning $67 million to the project. Other projects were less successful in terms of recovering lost funds. That's all in this bulletin for now. Keep watching 3.0 TV.